Wondrous things you can learn about records as you research them. I got kind of a surprise on this one. Kind of a Hush by Hermans Hermits at number 25 on WJRD's playlist the week of March 25th, 1967. Two guys wrote There's a Kind of a Hush. I've got to talk about these guys who wrote the song. The first guy was Les Reed. Les Reed had teamed up with a guy his name was Barry Mann. I think Barry Mason, rather. I take that back. It was Barry Mason. They wrote the song Delilah. They wrote the song for P.J. Proby, but it was Tom Jones who had the hit with Delilah, 1967 and 68. The other guy who wrote the song There's a Kind of a Hush, Geoff Stevens. Geoff Stevens of the New Vaudeville Band. That's his band. That's his group. He wrote the song Winchester Cathedral, and his group, New Vaudeville Band, they went to number one here in the States with it, 1966, and it went to number 4 in Britain. There's a Kind of a Hush originally appeared on the album Winchester Cathedral. It was covered first by the New Vaudeville Band. The album was released in 1966. In the Midwest, I don't know if you remember this group. They were kind of famous back in the day, but you don't hear much about them anymore, not much anything about them for years. Gary and the Hornets, a pre-teen band, they were from Ohio. They did a cover of There's a Kind of a Hush, and it was breaking out. In the fall of 66, going into the winter of 67, it was number 1. Well, actually, I take that back. It was number 4 in Cincinnati, number 3 in Erie, Pennsylvania. It was gathering momentum in early 67. Then in February of 67, here comes the Hermans Hermits version of There's a Kind of a Hush. It just blew away. The Gary and the Hornets version of it. Forget it. The British invasion. Byproduct of the British invasion. The Brits got it. There's a Kind of a Hush went to number 4 here in the States, number 7 in England, top 5 in Australia. Here's Hermans Hermits. There's a Kind of a Hush at number 29 on WJRD's playlist.